new stuff for you guys this week. Patrick was kind enough to supply us with some team information cards. You guys are going to get a blast out of these. They have player pictures, favorite heroes, contact information. So we're going to get right into that for you guys and start off with Team Tempest's info card. Now, these guys, only two of them submitted images, but we see this is the ESV Tempest roster. And we see Nightmare, Pelion, Pithix, ToeJam, and Treble. You can find all of their contact information, including Twitters and Twitches here, and favorite heroes. So, who, in chat, let me see who's rooting for Team Tempest real quick. And
Tempest Whitang.
So, the funniest thing here for me, Zoya, is that Murky is on Pelion's favorite heroes. How silly is that?
What's funny about liking Murky, Dunk?
Everything.
He's top tier. He's top tier, man.
Yeah, no, he's definitely the toppest, tierest hero in the Heroes of the Storm. Oh, man. Other than that, I see pretty normal stuff here. I mean, Treble, the support player on Brightwing, Rhaegar, Uther, ToeJam, Zeratul, Tassadar. I mean, Zeratul, Tyrael, Diablo. Like, I don't know. Most of it's pretty expected, other than the Murky. Although the Nightmare does have Illidan on there, which is pretty silly, so
that's
good
the
stuff.
One for me is the Illidan pick. Come
on. Oh, Murky is reasonable, but Illidan is where it gets too weird for you.
Yeah, Illidan. I mean, Murky at least does stuff. Come on.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. Now, let's move to the current leaders in their division, Team Symbiote. Now, Team Symbiote at Symbiote Gaming on Twitter. You can see their roster: Arthalon, Dreadnought, Kaio, Mad Timmy, and Soldier. Kaio with that swag cell phone cam selfie in the bathroom. Hit it up in the chat if you like Team Symbiote. We've got, looks like normal heroes, although we see another Illidan here. Kaio.
Hashtag
hero
Illidan.
Man, all these players, they really just want to get Trickster in these games. I don't know, man. I haven't seen one yet.
They're just trying to win the CM side here by liking the Illidan.
Oh, is that what it is? Yep. Is that what it is?
They're trying to win favor with him.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Trying to get on Trickster's good side. I mean, nobody wants to be on Trickster's bad side. He'll hunt you down. That'd just be terrible.
Oh, that was good. Hunt you down.
All right.
Well
All right.
Well
Let's
done.
get... Thank you. I've been working on that one for a long time. Let's get into this ban pick phase. I know people probably looking to get in the game. We will check out this Tempest versus Symbiote draft. We have Team Tempest on the left here with that first ban, first pick, and Team Symbiote on the right. So, first ban Kerrigan, next ban Brightwing, and then first pick Tychus into Arthas Tassadar. I mean, that's pretty typical starter ban pick phase. I mean, Kerrigan is the only one of those we don't see a ton in that slot, but it's understandable. And then the draft gets a little bit weird, I would say, when Tempest picks up Abathur here. And they're looking to go double Odin, it looks like. And Team Symbiote has denied them the Rhaegar with that last pick. So, what do you think about these teams, Zoya, going in?
I mean, it definitely does look like they're just wanting to do the double Odin Rhaegar strat. The damage is insane, the survivability is insane. So a good snipe from SMG taking that Rhaegar away. Overall, I do like SMG's lineup just a little bit more. It's Abathur can work, but it requires a really sick Abathur and good team synergy to pull it off. So we'll have to see if Tempest is ready for that.
Absolutely. Should be a good game, guys. Let's load up here into this Tempest versus Symbiote draft. Are you in the replay?
I am, and I'm at 5 seconds already.
Ooh, 5. Are you on normal speed?
I am, man.
Wow, normal speed and 5 seconds. We are good to go, it looks like. Let me count this down, and I'll do the introductions for the blue team. All right, Zoya. 3, 2, 1. Choo-choo. Let's get it started. We've got Dreadnought on that Tyrael, Mad Timmy on the Rhaegar with the Wolf skin, Soldier on Arthas, Kaio on Demon Hunter, and Arthalon on that Tassadar, playing some games with his mount in the fountain.
Okay, and then for ESV Tempest, we have Pithix on Tychus, Diablo played by ToeJam, Sonya played by Pelion, Treble on Uther, and then rounding out the Abathur, we have Nightmare.
Yeah, so I'd say Abathur on this map is maybe a little bit unfortunate. I know personally as an Abathur player, this is my least favorite map to play on, so we'll have to see how Tempest mitigates kind of Abathur's downsides on this map, I think, moving forward.
Being able to utilize the 3 lanes, either to push, soak experience, and just help gank is really helpful on him. And we do see SMGs being super aggro here. They're going to take their enemy's watchtower, try and control the map, make Tempest have to guess where they are. And will we actually see a fight here?
I doubt we'll see a full-on engage here. Symbiote's just posturing aggressively. They know they have the advantage if a fight breaks out because the Abathur is a little weak in full 5-on-5s at level 1. So we're going to see them just do a pretty typical lane split, 4 top, 1 bottom, it looks like, for Symbiote, whereas we see a 1-3 split for Team Tempest. Just getting into that laning phase. Symbiote being really aggressive on the top side, whereas Tempest doing the opposite on the bottom side. So pretty much what I would expect to see here. And it looks like they're going for early Ogre camps.
Yeah, that's where both teams seem to be going. Probably going to take the outer ones first. Actually, no, SMG has already taken the top left one. This is why you like to see a lot of teams stacking the top lane, is because of these camps. But here we go, we have an engagement going down. Nice slow from Arthas. Dreadnought should be fine anyway. It's really hard to kill an early Tillero. And good job from Tempest. They're actually going to take this early camp from them.
Yeah, Tempest actually sniping that camp out with perfect timing on the show up. Pretty impressive. Arthas had gotten low, so they couldn't fight for like Symbiote, and that's going to be a little awkward for them. Maybe put them on the back foot. Have to deal with those.
Right, we do see the lanes go back to the 4 top for SMG and then the 4 bottom for Tempest. Now, I was under the impression that most teams were wanting to just do the 1s on bottom and then 4 on top to control those ogres. Why do you think Tempest is just wanting to stack the bottom?
Well, the reason that Tempest is actually pushing bottom is they're adapting to the fact that their Grave Golem is on the bottom side. They want to do damage to that front wall before the Grave Golem spawns. Although the bottom side Golems are a little more difficult to contest and a little harder to take because they're further from the lanes. So that's why you can see Team Symbiote getting a little bit of an advantage taking their Ogres on top side, and you just can't rotate up fast enough from the bottom lane to interrupt those most of the time. So that's why a lot of teams are shying away from the bottom strategy, even when their Golem is on the bottom.
Right. Makes sense. We see that Watchtower has been retaken. We're seeing the outermost Golems or Ogres being taken by Tempest. And right now it's just kind of, a waiting game. Mines still haven't opened up. Most of the camps have been taken. The only one that really can be contested right now is Knights in the middle. And it's a bit early for that. Both teams just kind of playing patiently.
Yeah, both teams actually playing relatively defensive. After that quick aggressive opening Tempest had, stealing the enemy Ogres, they pretty much have returned to a default-ish laning phase. Both teams soaking XP, nobody ahead in levels, nobody's gotten a kill yet. So we're just seeing basically a waiting game spawn here. Now, the mines have opened, and Tempest has Ogre advantage on the bottom side. Now, Symbiote just got their Ogres, and it looks like Tempest has deployed one person to the mines as well as Symbiote. So I wonder what's going to happen here on this bottom lane. Is Tempest going to try and force something with these, or just let him go down and try and get a mine advantage?
I think they're just going to have to let them go and try and get advantage of the mine, but we already do see that Dreadnought has entered the mines as well, so we're going to start taking up those skulls as Golems do fall. Will Tempest probably going to stick around to defend this. They do have the Abathur that can try and help take that down, but they're losing the advantage in the mines really quick.
Yeah, so Symbiote has 2 people in the mines, Tempest only has 1. In theory, Symbiote should be getting skulls a little bit faster. In fact, Symbiote sends Tassadar down as well. This is just going to help clear it even more quickly. And Tempest doesn't look they're doing anything too efficient here. Tychus had the back, he got low in the top lane, so that's 1 less person that they can have in the mines. And we're going to see Symbiote take probably a decisive lead in the skull count here in this first mine phase.
And they've maintained the lane experience the entire time as well. Currently the skulls are 41 to 30. Tempest has completely left the mine, so the big golem is up for grabs for Team SMG, and that's a pretty big lead to have right now.
Yeah, we might see our first big team fight of the game here as Pelion initiates on Arthalon.
There we go, Arthalon trying to kite back as well as he can. Soldier leading the front right now, gets slow onto Diablo. The double ward is helping out a lot. Look at all that healing going on, and Treble is about to fall. Mad Team should be able to secure, and here comes Dreadnought from the back, just completely flanking his whole team. And look how fast all of SMG just kind of showed up to this. The moment a fight was looking like it was going to begin, they all began to respond and head into the mines. Even if it looked like they were going to win the 3v3, they went to support their team anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting Dreadnought and Kaio in on the flank there really hurt Tempest's chances. The engage looked all right, but you could tell they just didn't have the damage to cut through that double ward strategy. So pretty interesting from Symbiote with those double healing wards. Makes it really difficult to kill those tanky frontliners.
Yep, now they are up 4 kills to 0. They have the level advantage. They should be able to hit 10 sometime during this push, and it looks like SMG is kind of split up right now. They're taking some siege giants here. Here comes Tempest. Will they be willing to commit to straight right into this fight? And wow, SMG's already up 2 levels, 9 to 7. They're definitely going to be hitting 10 much faster than Tempest.
Yeah, this is a really bad place to be for Team Tempest. SMG is about to hit their level 10 power spike. Tempest really wants to engage here on these ogres because it's going to be their last chance to fight, but Abathur doesn't have ultimate yet, so they'd be committing to a 4v5, and there's just not much that Tempest can do. They're going to have to try and hold against this Grave Golem on the top side, but you can see SMG's Grave Golem clearly did not skip leg day. He's huge, whereas poor Tempest's Grave Golem,
oh my
beauty,
god,
man.
This is going to be a really terrifying push from SMG. They've got both Siege Giant camps and the Knights pushing top with their 66 skull Golem. This is going to be a tough push, and as soon as SMG hits 10, they're going to be able to dive under this and just wipe all of Tempest. This is going to be nasty.
Tempest is going to have to give up this fort. The only question is whether they can protect the keep, honestly, because SMG just hit level 10. Now they're going to have level 10 to level 8. Huge advantage there. Have ultimates. And I don't think Symbiote's going to give up on this push. They're just going to keep going.
Push, dude, it's so nasty.
Yeah.
All 4 Giants are still okay. The Knights are fine. And the Golem is a little less than half. There goes the Symbiote. Nice job picking that ult. We're going to try and go for a really quick end here. The tower cannot shoot now, giving his push just even, or SMG's push even a lot more. This is going to be a tough hold.
Yeah, look, Team Tempest knows they can't hold this keep. They're entirely back now, trying to be defensive, but with the Night Camp and the Grave Golem, I don't even know if they can hold the core against this. They might just be in a one push win situation here for Team Symbiote. Here's the Bloodlust coming out, and the engage goes down, but it's on the core. I don't think they can hold.
Are you serious? Are they winning this fast? That push turned so violent so quick. The Giants are killing a tower back here. They don't even need them. Only one of the Giants was in. Wow. Palace falls.
That was insane. That was absolutely insane. I mean, that game was neck and neck until one bad fight in the mines, and then all of a sudden everything went down really badly. So you think that Syndragosa there was a pickup, just, hey, we're at their base, let's freeze the buildings?
I mean, yeah. Syndragosa is getting taken a bit more, just in general, but I think that was a response like, oh, okay, we can end this right now. Soldier was realizing that we can probably end this with this huge push. Let's get Syndragosa so we can make our, it a little bit easier to take that keep, and it was a good decision.
Wow, yeah, that was insanely